Hey, it's Dave from Hooked on Headwaters, and we are at ICAST 2023. There is a lot of buzz around a particular kayak. It's near and dear to me. As many of you know, I guide. We're using Old Town products. I think they're the best kayak. They've just upped the game. In my opinion, a game changer for sure. Ryan here, the product manager, he is going to walk us through this fantastic product, and take it away, Ryan.
Thank you very much. Hey everybody, Ryan Lilly with Old Town. Super excited to unveil our newest innovation here at ICAST 2023. It's the Old Town Sportsman Big Water ePDL Plus 132. It is one boat that does it all. Gives you manual pedal, power assisted pedal, and also motorized cruise control. You got 5 speed levels that will absolutely open up and give you a new experience on the water. What it's done for me, before I get into the details on the boat, what it's done for me is it's allowed me to explore places that I previously wouldn't have had the confidence, or maybe would have thought twice about going to explore just because of distance or conditions. So the e-pedal with the e-assist and cruise control allows me to utilize that motorized assistance to power through rough conditions, strong currents, strong headwinds, and allows me to get to my spot without exhausting myself, so I can reserve all of my energy for fishing, and that's what I love to do. All right, so we plopped this newest innovation into our flagship PDL model, the Big Water. We've made a few mold modifications that I'll call out along the way, and I want to end on the actual ePDL drive because I want to show you how it works. But 13-foot 2-inch kayak. It's been in our line since 2016. It's tried and true. It's designed, just like the name suggests, for big water. It's optimized to cut through rough conditions. It's perfectly at home in big water conditions. However, I fish a lot of small waters too, and this is a great kayak. It's got stability and performance. It's the marriage of both qualities, in my opinion. And we wanted to launch our newest innovation in this haul because it's fast, it's nimble, and it's going to get you to where you want to go in the most efficient way possible. Got a big, spacious access port in the front there under that bow hatch that lets you customize your boat internally. It's got all kinds of storage in there too. Got accessory plates here on either side with slots for your T-bolt accessories, padded floors, pocketing on either side, an adjustable breathable seat with a lot of space underneath the seat for storage. I like to put my accessory battery under here and route my cables through internally. So that's a nice spot for battery or tackle crates. You got a forward-facing rod holder, grab handles. We deepened the cup holder on the model this year, which was requested quite a bit, so we went ahead and took care of that. You'll notice there's a kill switch key now. This attaches to you while you're under power or while you're using the boat. So if you fall over, and if you are in a motorized mode, it will kill the engine, which is a safety device that we wanted to add for this for obvious reasons. We'll also call out later, but this also has a key, a kill switch key location in the pod as well. So if you strike a log or a reef or a rock, if that jolts at all, it's going to disconnect power. And again, if you're under motorized mode, that will kill the engine as well. So 2 kill switch locations. You got your rudder deploy handle here, and another awesome feature that we enhanced on this boat is we took the stern track plates out and we completely blew this stern tank well up to give you a lot more room in this model. So as you can see, you got all kinds of room here for standard tackle crates that you use today, catch bags, coolers, all the gear that you want to bring with you for a day on the water. And the last modification I'll call out is we took the shallow water anchor location, which used to be centered on the kayak, and you'd have to run your power pole through this hole, which wouldn't allow you to break away. We wanted to offset that. That way, if you do have a failure on your power pole or your manual stakeout pole, you're able to break that away. So that's a nice modification as well. Worth calling out that you got 2 stern molded in rod holders here if you choose to use them for trolling or for storing rods. All right, so let's talk about the ePDL system and why it's so awesome. So you're familiar with our PDL models. They're backed by a 5-year warranty. They're rugged. So the ePDL model, from the pedals down, it's the same PDL system. Right. So it's what you can expect from us. It's rugged. You get the same prop. You get the same prop pin and nut and everything that's basically from pedals down remains the same. It's low maintenance. All you need to do is rinse it off and keep that prop clear, and you can trust that that is going to get you through some really rough conditions and rough rock strikes and stump strikes and things like that, and it's not going to fail on you. Now, from the pedals up, we added a motor console with a touchpad, a touch keypad here, and a polarized lens ready display there, so you can see it even on the brightest days with your sunglasses on. And what this is going to allow you to do is, when you don't have a battery connected to it, or if the battery dies, or if you forget it at home, it's still a manual pedal drive. You still have forward and reverse, which is awesome. But if you want to use the drive, let me come show you how it works. I'm going to start it in power off mode. So right now it's a manual drive. You got forward and you got reverse. If you want to actually use e-assist or motorized at all, you go ahead and turn it on. Cycle through the warning screen. Level 0 is still manual mode, so you've got forward and reverse. And if you want to start using e-assist, so you want to start offsetting some of your effort and put it on the motor, you can apply up to 5 levels of e-assist. So I'm applying some effort in level 1, a little less in level 2, and so on and so forth. I'm just using my fingertips now just to move the pedals, and the motor's taking over, okay? So what that's going to allow you to do is, again, to cut through those rough currents, those rough swells. If you're in a river and you're fighting upstream, you're no longer fighting. You're not having to apply much effort in order to pedal your kayak in pretty rough conditions. So I'm in level 5. What that's going to get you is about 5 miles an hour, give or take, depending on the conditions and how heavy you are and how much gear you have. Now, if I want to just go full motorized and go into cruise control, I hit the cruise control button, take my feet off the pedals, the motor's still going, and I've got up to 5 levels. Now, if you want to stop motorized functions altogether, all you need to do is pedal backwards. It brings it back down to level 0, and you can reverse, and then you can start that all over again. So it's really intuitive, as you can see. It's going to change the way that you experience the water. You're probably wondering, well, what about battery? Well, let me show you what the battery looks like. The battery is integrated into the kayak. It's all pre-wired, as you can see. The battery cradle lives underneath the seat here. There's the battery there. It's a 20 amp, 36 volt battery, and you're probably wondering why we went with that chemistry. Now, the equivalent on 12 volt would be a 60 amp, which is much bigger and it's heavier. So our engineers wanted to make the most potent battery as small as possible. So that's an 8-pound battery. It's very small. As you can see, it takes up very little room in the kayak, and you're going to get a lot of battery life out of that. So you can expect, if you're in cruise control 5, which is 5 miles an hour, give or take, if you're in speed level 5 on a full charge, you can expect 3 hours of continuous run life out of that battery. Once you knock it down to level 4, you can expect roughly 12 hours of battery life on a full charge. Level 3, over 20. Level 2, over 30. And in level 1, you can expect up to 48 hours of battery life if you're in full motorized. Now, think about the way that you fish. For me, I go from the boat ramp to my first fishing spot as fast as I can, and then I slow down and I fish. Sometimes I'm using e-pedals, sometimes I'm cruise controlling, but most of the time I'm in manual mode. So I can attest, I've been testing this kayak and fishing out of this for 2 to 3 years now, and I'm averaging 2 to 3 days of battery life, and when I go to charge my battery, I still have half the battery life in my battery. So this thing sips battery, which is awesome. But let's say I run out of battery. It's still a full manual kayak, so I can pedal home. Or if I forget my battery at home, I can still use my kayak and I haven't ruined my day. So this obviously is super versatile. It's one boat that does it all. If you want to learn more about this kayak, visit oldtownwatercraft.com. It's really awesome that I think the power in this is getting in it and trying it. It's super cool, as you can see, but you will understand just how special this is when you actually get in one yourself. So we're going to be putting on a demo tour later this summer and into the fall. We're going to start in the north and work our way south. So if you want to test one before you commit to it, or if you just want to check it out, come visit one of our demo events this fall. And we're accepting pre-orders on this all the way through January, when this will start shipping. So if you want to learn more about this kayak, if you want to watch some videos, we've got a nice walkthrough overview video and some helpful videos just to dial in whether or not this is the right kayak for you. Just visit oldtownwatercraft.com. David, always
Ryan,
a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You did. As I said earlier, this is a game changer, not only from an angler perspective. We get from point A to point B quicker using the automatic drive, and you can pedal. But if you guide people, people have limitations. So when you take folks out now, they can cruise out to a fishing point. I can take them out. They can then engage the pedal drive, and now we start fishing at the preciseness of the pedal drive that the pedal drive affords. So many thanks to you and Old Town for putting out a great product. I look forward to using it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. Yep.